Welcome back to Skype segment. This is the chance for you to give us your feedback on some of the shows we've been presenting to you. And earlier today, we spoke to Mike Ozehome, who is a senior advocate of Nigeria and a human rights attorney who was freed 2 days ago from the kidnappers' den. He was kidnapped for 20 days, and he spoke to us on his experience there. Also, we spoke to another attorney and human rights activist, Bamidele Aturo, who talked to us about how to revive the student unionism in Nigeria, amongst other things. So on our Skype call today, we are discussing some of these topics. And I understand that we have callers from London and from Nigeria, and also from Canada. Now, they're going to send me the callers, and then I'll speak to them. So if you want to call us, please join us. Our Skype ID is SaharaTV. All right. So I still don't have the names of the callers we have, but I will get that as soon as possible. But let me read some of the comments that some of our guests made today. We talked to Mike Ozehome, who was the senior advocate of Nigeria that was kidnapped, and he said, and I quote, "I can tell you that the kidnappers are a very organized segment of the society. There were no less than 25 people guarding us at all times with large automatic weapons. They said that they're able to take on a whole battalion of security forces." I hope that you will have the chance to watch that video and hear his experience. It's shocking, and to think that in a country like Nigeria, people could be kidnapped and taken deep inside a forest where nobody could have any contact with them for days, and no security personnel could reach them. So it looks like insecurity in the country is getting worse. All right, so we have our Skype callers, and they are going to transfer them to me, and I will speak to them. Hello. Have any contact with them for days.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, hello. Welcome to SaharaTV. Please, I don't have your names, so if you can tell me your names, and then we can start with I understand that we have Baba from Canada, is it? Baba, are you with us?
Yes, I'm right there with you.
Okay, Baba, where are you calling from?
Good to be with you.
Okay.
I'm from Calgary in Canada.
Okay, all right. Lawal in Nigeria. Lawal, are you there? No? All right. Collie in London, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to SaharaTV.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. CY in Greece, are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. CY and Theo, is it right?
Yeah, Theophilus.
Okay, Theophilus. Okay, good. All right. So let's start our discussion. I don't know how many of you watched the interview with Mike and his experience in the kidnappers' hands, but we are asking our viewers. People are saying that part of the reasons why this is going on is that people are willing to pay ransom to kidnappers. When he was kidnapped, the kidnappers demanded 800 million naira because they figured out he was a big man. At the end, we don't know. He doesn't know how much was paid, but we know that something was paid. At a point, they reduced it to 100 million. So we're asking you, will you, if somebody in your family or somebody you know is kidnapped, are you willing to say, we are not going to pay ransom because we believe that we encourage kidnapping? Or are you going to pay a ransom to free somebody you love or somebody from your family? So let me start with you, Baba. Baba, so what's your opinion about kidnapping in Nigeria? And do you think that paying ransom encourages the act?
Oh, paying ransom doesn't encourage the act. I'm going to be factual with you. Kidnapping is as a result of what the general populace has kind of like encouraged. We didn't nip the trouble at the time when it was booming. The government has encouraged it. The churches, the mosques, your neighbors, everybody has contributed to it in one way or the other. When you see your neighbor that doesn't have a business come home with big car and you don't raise any eyebrow, you kind of like encourage criminality or crime, so to speak. But to answer your question directly, will I pay ransom for a loved one? I'm married, I have a kid, I love them dearly, more than any amount in this world. So I'll pay any money to get them free.
Okay, that's good. Kale in London, what's your opinion?
It's really sad, when we talk about things like this. I watched the interview and I'm like, wow. So, the most interesting part about it is these guys are educated, So, it's just sad. So, coming to your question, I will pay a ransom because there is nothing to change or an exchange for life. So I will pay a ransom, to save a loved one. Just that's if to me it's not a way of encouraging kidnap. It's just a way to save a life. That's just what I have to say. You can't resolve violence with violence. It's just common. Yeah.
All right, CY, you are in Greece and there is unemployment in Greece. Are people being kidnapped there?
No, I have not heard of that. There is nobody that is. I have not seen anybody being kidnapped.
Okay. So how do you see the kidnapping going on in Nigeria?
I believe most of these people that are doing this thing are just lazy. Most of them are lazy. They are trying to put the blames on government because there is no job. I believe in Greece here, there is no job, but people still survive. They still do things and they survive. Most people that are doing those things are just, most of them don't want to work. If you don't have a job, look for something and start doing. You can learn a trade or go to a farm and start farming. But most people in Nigeria, all they know, if you see somebody in the morning, all he is thinking about, I want to be a billionaire, when you don't have a job. So that's the reason that this kidnapping is most increasing every day. Everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to be a governor. Everybody wants to be, that's just the major reason. And the government are not doing anything about it. Well, for the question you asked, that if I'm going to pay a ransom to bail out my family, yes, I will do it if I have the money. But if I don't have, I believe they will lose.
Okay. Now, I understand that you are there with Theophilus. Theophilus, welcome to SaharaTV.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Now, from what we got from Mike, who just explained his own experiences, they're also angry with the way politicians are stealing money and how they are using money that should belong to everybody. So don't you think they have a point there, even though they prefer to follow criminal paths to express their anger?
Yeah. First of all, one thing about Nigerian, the Nigerian politicians is nothing to write about. I believe those in the Nigerians, where our brothers and our sisters in Nigeria, they don't really know the money which our country is, the money we are realizing every day. I don't really think they know this. If they know this, I believe there would have been a revolution in that country. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because I think those over there, they are blindfolded. They don't really see what is happening. It is we in diasporas, we the diasporas, we are the ones that really know what is going on. Firstly, like a few days back, I was speaking with my cousin. I was a little bit tired. Everywhere we go, the next thing they say your country, the government, they are corrupt. They are all corrupt. They are this, they are that. No, we are really fed up with all this stuff. And secondly, there is no employment. There is no employment in Nigeria. Lack of employment. That is what is causing all this problem in Nigeria. The kidnapping, the stealing, and everything, all the crime that is going on in Nigeria is lack of employment. You can just imagine that a graduate that spent how many years in studying and paying a huge amount in all kinds of tuition fees and everything. At the end of the day, you tell him there is no work for this person. First, a second class upper, a second class lower, they don't even have work anymore. And this is really crazy. There's an idiom that I always say, the idle man is the devil's workshop, or whatever how they say it. It's like someone after spending all this time in the university, and at the end of the day, there is no work. There is not, the government is not even caring or talking about unemployment in Nigeria. And I'm very surprised that for the past how many years in Nigeria, I don't believe there is a president and there are governors and there are senators in Nigeria. I believe right now there is no government existing in Nigeria.
All right,
This
all
is
right.
just a plain truth.
Let me stop you there. Baba, let me come back to you. Mike said in the interview, he said that he's proposing, based on what the kidnappers told him, that there should be an amnesty for the kidnappers, that they are willing to give up their arms and come out if they are granted amnesty. What do you think is the solution to the problem now?
First of all, hence that is their demand. They need amnesty. They need a good life. Granting them amnesty is going to bring huge changes to this whole situation. First of all, this is what they demand for. They are not.
No. Wait. I was talking to Baba. I was looking for Baba to answer that question, not you. All right, Baba, go ahead.
I was just going to say this. When you grant amnesty to the people of Niger Delta, you're contemplating of granting amnesty to the people of to Boko Haram. Then you want to grant amnesty to the kidnappers. I can ask you the next question now. What's going to be the next insurgent after that? Who are going to be the next group that will be demanding amnesty after that? You can't keep on giving amnesty to every sort of political or cultural or religious or name it, whatever kind of group they are. We can't keep giving them an amnesty. And so to speak, I'm not trying to kind of say there shouldn't be a way to address these people economically, but I think it shouldn't be like an open bank for them where they can just walk in and cash in on the money that is meant for the general population of the country. It's like you're encouraging more of it. You're breeding more of them. You're telling every other person that has different strategy to commit crime to just stand up and start it. And, you know, it's easy to start. This issue of kidnapping started with people working with the, what's it called, the oil companies, the white people, the expatriates working there. Now it's getting to common men. Now you can bet before you know what, because before you say Jack Robinson, another group of people will start their own kind of crime, and you'll be caught begging for amnesty for them. No, I think it shouldn't even be debated. It's not the way forward. It's not the way out of the problem.
All right, thank you. Kali, what is the solution if not amnesty?
That's a good question, because I really don't support amnesty, because if you look at it this way, that means you're turning the government into a charity organization. That means everyone is going to come in and ask for the same thing. But the solution is we need to fix the infrastructure, because you giving these people amnesty have not fixed the problem. Because tomorrow they could say, okay, we're not satisfied with the amnesty amount, and they could decide to go back, their vomit again, and start to get in that violence again. And they may demand for more money. So we need to fix the infrastructure. The government needs to fix the infrastructure so that there will be jobs for these people. Like someone said in Greece that, oh, we need to give these people the amnesty they want. Or someone said in Greece they should go to the farm and work. If you go to the farm and work, what farm do you want to work? There's no farm. The agriculture is not generating any revenue in the country. So when the infrastructure is fixed, then we can go forward from there.
All right, CY.
Yeah.
One of the proposals in the House of Assembly in Edo State is to impose death penalty on kidnappers. And it passed the House of Assembly, but it hasn't been signed by the governor, who incidentally likes to impose death penalties. So, but this, the Mike we spoke to said that it wouldn't work because it's going to make them more dangerous, and they'll be more willing to kill more people. So what is your take in terms of the solution?
I believe the solution is that the government should empower the youth, create more jobs for them and fix them up. And there are some old people that are still working. They are up to 80 years. They have to retire some people and put the young ones in that position. I was watching a synagogue. He said when you have a senior master, you should have a junior master so that the things can work out. Creating and making it a death penalty will not even work. It will worsen the whole thing because boys are desperate these days. You understand? So I believe they should create more jobs for people to work. When there is job, there will be peace everywhere.
It's 11 o'clock.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Hello.
I understand that Ademola is with us. Ademola, welcome to SaharaTV.
Thank you.
All right. So what is your take on what we're discussing about kidnapping in Nigeria?
Okay. It's very sad that that kind of thing is happening in Nigeria. However, the issue of grant not give an excuse to those guys that engage in kidnapping. Actually, we are all affected. We all ran out of the country just because we could not find way out. That's why we try to come and explore what is going on outside. And if Nigerians can come up with a very small job for guys, for example, what Osun State Governor is doing, try to create small jobs for guys, sweeping of streets, washing of things. The way guys do things outside the country, at least to keep entering. They are doing this in order to survive. So if this thing is given to us, people will do it, and we are going to be engaged, and we are not going to be hungry to the extent that we go ahead and kidnap people. That's the first thing the government needs to do. The next thing is there is no way we can do without our infrastructure not being in place.
Okay, hold on, okay? Hold on. Let me stop you because someone has their live stream on and it's interfering with what we're discussing. Okay, could you please bring your volume down and then continue? Go ahead. All right, it's still happening. I will have to stop you there. Let me, I think we have like 2 minutes left, and I will want you guys to, each of you briefly, to tell me something about Nigeria that I don't know, that you want me to know about. You know, assume that a lot of people are watching now, and you want to talk about your opinion about Nigeria. 30 seconds, please. I will start with you, Baba. 30 seconds. You're addressing Nigerians. What do you want them to know that you think will help us?
Nigeria. The power belongs to the people. We can all decide to face the truth and go in pursuit of the truth. Take, for instance, what we did during June 12, we can do it again. We can identify the good people among us, we can vote for them en masse, and we can say no to corruption again. We can all stand up and make the country great.
All right, thank you, Baba. Let me come to you, Kali in London. What do you want to talk to Nigerians about?
First of all, I want to let them know that over $3 trillion naira was spent on the subsidy.
Call it, hold on again. Someone is still, the audio live stream of somebody is still interfering with us. Please turn it down so that we can hear your contributors, what you will have to contribute. Okay, go ahead, Kali.
As I said, 2012, 3 trillion was used for subsidy. So what I really want Nigerians to know that the greatest asset any society have now is the young people. So the young people, they have to stand up because 2015, we don't have to worry these people again, fool us again. So the young people, like if most people don't know, Nigeria have the highest population of young people in the world, Africa alone. So we have to take use of this opportunity now because it's not going to last that long. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you. CY, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I believe what we really need now is empowerment of the youth, and they need to set up kind of a rehabilitation center for all these guys. And after granting the amnesty, they need to go for a rehabilitation, and after that, and also the government should try and go into area of production, because Nigeria is not a producing country. They should try and go on area of production and other stuff. I believe it's going to help in creating more jobs.
All right, Theophilus, what do you have?
Yeah, what I have is that the government should provide jobs for the unemployment youth, empower the youth, and the youth should also try and do something. If you're not if you're a graduate, you came out of school, you don't have a job, look for something to do that will employ you.
All right.
You understand?
Yeah, thank you so much. Demola, your final words.
My little word for all Nigerians as a whole is that we need to change our mindset. The lecturers, they need to preach changing of mindset to the graduate students, to the students. Even we need to inculcate topics like citizenship, good citizenship, and war against indiscipline. Our social studies should involve avoiding corruption. And all these things is to me holistic plan to achieve our aim and objective. It's not a single thing. Individualism, our individual needs to be very at a high level of moral, because we are the one that make up the government. We are the one that actually, we are the one that's going to replace the future leaders. So if we ourselves are not good, we won't be able to do the best for the country. We might have good art, but the leadership position is a very tedious job. You need to be knowledgeable. You need to have the will and zeal.
All right, I have to stop you there. I want to thank Baba in Canada for joining us. Baba, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I want to thank Collie in London. Collie, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I'm in Canada.
Oh, in Canada. Sorry. Okay, that's okay. CY and Theophilus, thank you so much for joining us. And Demola, thank you so much for joining us. All right, when we come back, we continue to show you some of the programs we have for you today. Remember, we have Keeping It Real and Dr. Damage is still coming up, so stay tuned.